has never had dim sum at Shinyue kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out.
Let's all take a seat!
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you!
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing? Wow, so much delicious food! Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood kanchi? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks! So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen! Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered all. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was on.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? I wouldn't even make my dad... He always wanted me to inherit the family business. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without No. I know that it wasn't the right way to... But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some... Still, change takes time.
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this... We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gum?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of... She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does...
Is that not something you...
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite,
Great! The more the merrier!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps a guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe? Not there!
See? It worked.
Are you okay, Ganyu?
I'm fine. Was it that?
Chilly, huh? Master always says, Paimon doesn't think...
Was I asleep? Did you not sleep last night? Perhaps you should... I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming.
Gaming. The name people tell me you're an extremely...
Well, you know me.
My name is Ganyu.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Shen.
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before.
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition. Plus, it's more me. Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut your...
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I was originally planning to buy a but Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look at... It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this. My motivation for being...
Well, we're all here.
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough... So delicious. Paimon's life is...
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have...
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we...
Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate?
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh?
No, it's not that. It would take too long. What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you...
I want a Swanee!
That might be...
True, but I still want to try... Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain...
I see.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch, with no discernible... Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your...
Oh, no need. I'll just... Anyway, perhaps...
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design...
Yep.
One is looking for...
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not?
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi.
With age comes wisdom, child.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing.
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, that's not a completely... If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh. Now, what expression should we give her? Since the... Ooh, like this? Now that we've decided, let's make it happen. It's done! Paimon has to say. Kite. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
have one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look... If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might... if you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines.
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not... Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form...
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon...
Exactly. So I simply closed my eye.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow.
You are most filial, Shenhe.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark. So you're sure to see your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's got...
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery? One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outson. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creation.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such...
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Xianyun. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You?
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? Oh, all this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
It seems that one's concern was
Then, should we continue flying the kite?
A splendid suggestion, but it would be advisable to change locations.
Perhaps your mountain would suffice? It is more than spacious enough.
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out. Gaming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it's... He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gaming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself...
Well, people often have different points of view.
Just like some people can eat spicy food.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding...
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know.
One was merely doing a bit of cook. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary. Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too. This is...
I can feel the... Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked...
How do we look?
She asked them just like...
You look pretty...
Given that one employed the services of the best... What colors have you been partial to lately?
Lately? Why is Cloud...
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable.
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is... This golden crab's particularly good. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know...
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon... Oh, well...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the
Kite string? What strange metaphors you speak in...
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say?
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogias. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment. At a gathering of adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogias made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogias his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogias was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even... And later... one seems to have strayed off. One means to say that Lantern Rite... It is a time to address problems before they turn into regret. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design.
That's nice and all.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use.
Is there anything I can do?
Combining our effort... Aha! One had... How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh,
One's Now then, I counsel rest for all.
Sancho, at your service, my liege. I humbly trust that even one such as I, a mere bookworm, may yet prove to be...
The hero's valor ripples through his robes, his garments steeped in the spirit of the bamboo groves.